Yo, what's up guys? Today, I will be making a guide for the second C in Blox fruits.
Before we start, make sure to subscribe for more content.
So, you're going to be grinding a lot in the second C. So what is a good grinding fruit in the second C? The best grinding fruit is Buddha. So the first tip for you is to get Buddha fast. How? Well, you can get it from trades. You should do this immediately because it's very hard to get Buddha since the value and demand is very high. This is the best trade I can give you guys for Buddha. The next tip for the second C is picking out a good race. There are 6 races in Blox fruits.
Human,
Shark, Rabbit,
Angel,
including Ghoul and Cyborg. What's the best race, you might ask? The best races in my opinion is Human, Shark and Angel. I wouldn't really recommend Ghoul, Rabbit and Cyborg because they are not really good. A lot of you guys might disagree with me about Ghoul and Cyborg, but hear me out. The Ghoul race buffs are pretty alright, because it's not really huge buffs. All the Ghoul race really gives you is Life Leech, and some normal buffs which all the other races give you. Now, I know using Ghoul race as a Buddha user turns you basically immortal, but it isn't really that important because you are going to be focusing more on grinding and PvP. Plus, you are going to be using Buddha throughout 2nd C and 3rd C. And Buddha has a really huge hitbox, so you don't really need to worry about losing damage. Another thing about Ghoul race is you have to do a quest in order to unlock it, but remember, if you want Ghoul you can unlock it. But I recommend Human or Shark better. Now for Cyborg. Cyborg is a really good race for combos and PvP. But this isn't really the best race because of its buffs. Cyborg gives buffs on your gun, which is useless, and normal buffs, which all the other races give you. But one point for Cyborg is that it allows you to combo crazily, which is pretty good. Now moving on to Rabbit a Mink. All I have to say for Rabbit is speed and agility. Rabbit, on my opinion, is the lowest tier race, because the buffs are basically higher jump and more speed. Rabbit is basically used by skilled aka endgame players, but it isn't really necessary to get, and all the other races are clearly better. By the way, I'm not saying it's wrong to use these races. I respect all you goats using Rabbit, Ghoul, and Cyborg. Now, why do I say Shark, Human, and Angel are the best? It's because of the buffs it gives you. Let's start with Shark. What makes Shark so good, you might ask? It's because of the buffs it gives you. Shark is really overpowered because it's so good for sea beast hunting and it gives you a whole lot of defense. Shark V4 is so up with Buddha since it makes you a literal tank. Shark is also very good for grinding. The most buffs Shark gives you is defense. Another thing about Shark, the V4 version also gives you a shield, so you basically won't take any damage from NPCs or players until the shield runs out, so yeah. Now moving on to Human. Human is also a really good race, especially for PvP and DO users. Human is also good for Buddha users and many other fruits. Human gives you a lot of buffs for your dashing speed, flash step, and damage. And let me tell you, the Human V4 is crazy. Why? Well, it's because of the buffs, the looks, and the damage. Similar to Shark V4. But this time, Human turns you into a killing machine. Another thing about Human is that Human is the most common race in Blox fruits, but yet so good, and Human is also really good in grinding too. But now let's move on to Angel. Angels possess an incredibly potent passive ability that empowers them to inflict additional harm upon adversaries while airborne. This attribute harmonizes exquisitely with fruit abilities that grant flight or hovering capabilities, imbuing angels with extraordinary might. Angel is also solid in grinding. So what races should you get? Shark, human, and angel. Okay, well, let's move the races out of the way. And let's talk about the accessories. Here is the list of the top 3 best accessories in 2nd Sea. Number 3 is going to be the black spiky coat. The black spiky coat is good because it gives you good buffs. And it really suits Buddha users as well. You can get the black spiky coat by killing the Jeremy boss up on the podium. The podium is located in Kingdom of Rose. Also, Jeremy has a 10% chance of dropping it, so you might have to server hop a few times. Next is the swan glasses. You can get the swan glasses by killing Don Swan in the mansion, which is located in Kingdom of Rose. Also, you need to be level 1000. And you're gonna need a fruit with 1 million plus belly to give to Trevor. So I suggest you sacrificing Quake. Another thing about the glasses is that it only has a 2.5% chance of dropping, so you're gonna have to hop servers a few times before you get it. Now number 1 is the Ghoul Mask. To get the Ghoul Mask, you must purchase it for 50 ectoplasm from El Paro on the cursed ship in the 2nd Sea. This is the best accessory for the 2nd Sea. The buffs for this accessory is also pretty good. It also gives a lot of life leech. All the things I'm sharing to all of you guys will make you all level up faster. And one final tip before we end the video is use water kung fu because of the fast M1S. And that's all I have to say for today's video. I hope you found this helpful. And if you like my content, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on more. See ya guys!